You kill your children, your love is gone. You have a feeling it wasn't wrong. You can take a rest today, then you're on the other way, other way, other way, other way. Hey, hey, hey. That silly little brain. Trying to limit, it's not the same. When we were shooting up everything, you look like a baby star. Can I check you for the scar that you should have if you really are? Hey, hey, hey.
I'm Brian from Fruit Juice. I play guitar.
My name is Quillian. I play keyboards in Fruit Juice.
Hey, this is James. I play drums in Fruit Juice.
I'm Gabriel, and I play the bass guitar in Fruit Juice.
Hi, I'm Jake McCaffrey from Fruit Juice.
I'm getting a phone call. Do I take it?
You're watching Fruit Juice. And you're watching Fruit and Bandaddle. Don't mess it up intentionally.
Tonight on Band in Seattle, Fruit Juice will be serving you glam pop, costume changes, and a whole lot of glitter. Recorded live at Victory Studios. Welcome to Band in Seattle.
Terrify is like if you were a secret agent and we captured you, and we were going to torture you in the most fun way possible.
It's about an alien that comes to invade Earth but falls in love with a human. I don't know if you know that listening to the lyrics, but that is what it's about.
You can't help but want to dance.
Imagine the first Fruit Juice rehearsals were like in a treehouse in the woods somewhere, you know, like, with keyboards and like recording stuff or straight to tape.
Pretty much every time anyone's joined Fruit Juice, they're always like, all right, I just bought a giant glitter outfit. I'm ready to be in Fruit Juice now.
My biggest challenge with most of the Fruit Juice material is playing it with a straight face. No, we're serious, guys.
It's like when we play the Sunset, we invade the women's restroom, and I mean that's the best light for a mirror you can get in that venue. But you get places like you're looking between stickers on the mirror to try to put your makeup on.
There's sweat and germs in every little molecule that exists on the earth. There's cracks, so many little cracks. They say I can get surgery, or just relax. The patience is waning, the heating is waxing. When everything's collapsing, the entertainment begins.
Flesh, it's kind of like our groovy, funky, dirty, gross song.
Yeah, it's about flesh. There's, sweat and germs and every little molecule that exists on the Earth. Maybe not every one, but a lot of them, I think. Probably not. Not a scientist.
Oh, you've got the bag. I'd like to beg for take it away on the outside as you do over there. Oh, I would like a woman's body with lonely, luscious hips. Oh, I would like a woman's body with well-fit and accurate sleeves. Flash.
Our very first show we played, we were wearing makeup and ridiculous outfits. It just always seemed like, duh. For me, at least. Sometimes it can be very stressful, sometimes it can be the most fun part of an entire show. When it's all 5 of us in a bathroom drinking and putting on makeup, like, is this good? Yeah, is this good? Yeah, because no one ever says no. It's just you keep putting it on at that point. But then sometimes no one can get there at the same time. It's just like, oh, geez, I gotta go run do makeup now. All right, oh yeah, you're here, I gotta go run do makeup. And then when it's like a big show, it's like, better get it right.
I don't know about ritual, if there is the right word. It's because for us, it's always like, I guess we gotta put our faces on. You know, we always like find some scuzzy bathroom mirror and just like huddle around. Like I finally went out and got a little portable fold-out. It's like, wow, why did I never invest in this? It's like so crucial.
I think the funny thing is, like, I'm not even really that good at makeup, and I don't really know anything about makeup, but to be associated with, like, makeup, to me, it's just like, oh, cool.
Two is not atypical. 3. I don't know what he was thinking.
When we return, you'll find out more about fruit juice.
I saw that Jake had like 3 different outfit changes, I think, during the entire set.
That might be a record. 2 is not atypical. 3. I don't know what he was thinking.
It's amazing how effective a costume change is. It's just like, do it. And I will tell you that the Fabulous Downey Brothers didn't invent the costume change, but they're the other band in town that does it, and they are a big reason why Fruit started doing it.
When I first met Jake, it was hard to get a read on him because he's so just blah, 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 blah. And I was like, who are you? Are you even a real person? But it turns out he is, and he's now one of my best friends, and he's just such a sweetheart. Fruit Juice it should be called Jake Caffrey and 4 other people who are also in love with Jake McCaffrey.
You should have seen it, we should have told them, you should have
is the creator. He was here from the beginning of time. Pretty much orchestrates most of the arrangements as well, and he's really the mastermind of Fruit Juice.
His songwriting is genius. We tell him all the time. He's always like, oh, shut up. You know, he's the most humble dude. He's like, oh, stop. You know, but like, dude, no, you are a genius.
Well, I love working with Jake because Jake is the guy. He brings the material to the room, and he's fun, patient, and just a great band leader.
It's 5 pretty strong personalities in our little band. But right now, it's definitely the strongest it's ever felt. I mean, we've been playing for a long time, and as you know, we've been through a handful of drummers and bassists, and we're definitely at a point where it's just, we know how to work together. And it feels so comforting, especially where it's like, compared to the old days when whoever was playing in the band was just like, do you care? Are you happy to be here? I can't tell. Are you gonna leave us?
Kim C. You know, I wish we played that more, and the only reason we don't is that it Quill needs a different keyboard, and we're like, oh, do we have to bring 2 keyboards for this show just for that one song?
The main keyboard part was on this little Yamaha FM synthesizer, but it's so noisy, and so it's this extra synthesizer that we need to bring along. Probably haven't even played it since Band in Seattle. Friend playing drums and bass. Neither of them ended up working out, but one of them definitely introduced me to Quill, and that changed everything.
We had this mutual friend who was a drummer, and he introduced me and Jake, and then he didn't work out in the band, but me and Jake had a 2-piece band for a while, and all the members have changed and evolved over the years since then, except for Jake and I.
I like to say that she's 50% of the band. She's been with it from the very beginning, and we love her.
In like, you know, old fairy tale movies, there's always like the old witch on the hill, and you imagine like what their teenage or 20s were like. Quill is gonna be an old witch on the hill. Like, it's just, you know, full of totally uncalculatable, like, magical power that, like, she can use for good or evil, and that's her decision. I'm like, dude, it's like I love you, but like I've never heard you play that before. Why are you doing this at a show right now? Like, just whoop, here we go.
After the break, uncover more about fruit juice.
You kill your children, your love is gone. You have a feeling it wasn't wrong. You can take a rest today, then you're on the other way, other way, other way, other way. Hey, hey, hey. That silly little brain.
She's a Human was, it's kind of, I mean, it's another definitely kind of, I will straight up say that She's a Human is not about anything.
God, did we really play that? Holy cow, we must have. We never play that song. It's too powerful.
Hey, I guess I didn't see you high. Suppose that I should meet you. Everyone else who's left me stuck in this street too. Hello, how'd you know my number? Whoa, is it too soon to wonder? Are you human? Is she human too?
Gabe's a wild card, which, you know, I love about him, but as a drummer, it makes it hard because traditionally your drummer and your bass player should be like, I'm like, dude, it's like, I love you, but like, I've never heard you play that before. Why are you doing this at a show right now? Like, just, whoop, here we go.
Sometimes you're practicing, you're like, well, you just like play it like you did that one time or on the recording. That'd be cool. But it's like, oh, then you found that. I get it. That was good.
Well, actually, my place in Fruit Juice is funny because it kind of came from this psychic connection that me and Quillian and Jake all made together. And so the way that worked is I had met Quillian in maybe 2010, very briefly. Now it's 2012, fast forward. Without knowing who or what Fruit Juice was or any of the people in it really, except for this small connection with Quillian. The home that I picked out was Jake's teenage home in Olympia. Yeah, weird, right? So his dad was my landlord before I even met him. And one day after practice, he's like, where do you live? And I told him, and he just looked at me.
2, 3, 4.
One of those looks.
You're so talented, talented. I wish I was your kid. You're so, you take shots and you don't get caught, boy, I'm like, yes, I wanna do it. You!
Talented. Like for me, it's like Kate Bush or Freddie Mercury, and you're like,
Oh gosh, should I confess who the song's actually inspired by? Oh, I'm over it now. I'm over it. Like, I'm fine.
Hands voice.
James was a pretty magical fit for Fruit Juice. The drummer prior, he would wear makeup, but he wasn't real happy about it.
The first time I met Fruit Juice, I gave their drummer because he was like no makeup, wearing glasses and a little black V-neck, and I was like, what, you think as you play drums you're off the hook with all the glam stuff?
I wish I was your eyeball. You put me in a bag of electricity. I finished writing your Bible. Oh, that's such a mystery.
been up in Everett playing a Fisherman's Village music festival, and he thoroughly impressed all of us with his handiness and go-get-em attitude and his local music know-how.
Brian is the band dad, yes. He's definitely the one that gets to be called dad because he feels like the dad the most. The dad that's not always there, you know, but he's definitely a dad.
Literally, the way I got into music was my older brother came home with a guitar and a guitar amplifier and a 1/4-inch cable, and he walked past my room and he looked at me and he said, "Don't touch it." And immediately I became a guitar player.
For more of the music that moved you tonight, go to bandinseattle.com for more Fruit Juice.